Yeah.
Here is a Sirslet team anyone can build. One character is free, one is SR rarity, and the last is R rarity. The first character on this team other than Sirslet is Eruthyll. Eruthyll is a healer, and the reason you need a healer is because Sirslet's main shtick is that she empowers herself to do more damage, but she takes more damage in the process. So a healer is paramount to keep her alive. The reason I chose Eruthyll is because 1. She is free, 2. You get a lot of her awakening materials for free, and 3. Out of all the healers, she should be the one using her ultimate skill the fastest, which also means she will use it more times on average in a fight. The reason I value her ultimate is that on top of healing, it also gives the target ultimate energy, meaning they as well will be able to use their ultimate skill more. And the reason this is perfect for Sirslet is because that through her ultimate, she empowers herself to both do more damage and take more damage. So you want her to use her ultimate as often as possible while also not dying, making Eruthyll the perfect healer to use with her. If you don't want to use Eruthyll though, like in a situation where you don't find her design appealing, like me and Media, any of the other healers would do, as all you truly want from the healer is to help keep Sirslet alive. For the skills to enhance on Eruthyll, I recommend focusing on the passive first, and if you have any leftover materials you can level the ultimate and the active skill evenly. Don't bother investing in her basic attack as she is a healer and not a damage dealer. The next character on this team is one you will need a little luck to get from the gacha, and that is the Guardian character Kier. While she is only an SR character and shouldn't be too hard to obtain, everyone's luck will vary and some people might still be in saving mode since the game just came out. If you have her though, she makes a perfect Guardian character to pair with Sirslet. Kier is perfect for Sirslet because not only does she generate shields for the entire team with her active skill, but when she uses her ultimate, she absorbs damage for all members on the team, meaning she will take a portion of the damage Sirslet is receiving, i.e. Sirslet survives longer to keep doing more damage. As for which skills to enhance on Kier, you want to power up her active skill first, which generates the shields, and then focus on her ultimate. The basic attack isn't necessary for her tank, and her passive skill, while handy, doesn't need investment unless you have extra materials laying around. When it comes to replacements for Kier, there aren't any other Guardians currently that does what she does, so my recommendation would be to run a second healer instead. All you really want for anyone on this team is to keep Sirslet alive, so characters who don't do that aren't of much use. There is a Guardian character that might be better than Kier, and might even let you forego taking a healer on this team, and that character is Caesar. The only issue is that Caesar is a SSR character, meaning she is very hard to get, and I haven't been able to test her with Sirslet since I don't have her, so this is just me theory crafting. As for the final character on the team, I'm certain you should have noticed a trend by now, and that is that I am building Sirslet to be a hyper carry, meaning she is supposed to dish out all the damage on the team and every other character is just meant to support her and carrying out that role. And the final character for the team is no different. That character is Maria. Now I know Maria is technically a DPS, but she has a very special effect on her passive that makes her a spectacular support for Sirslet. And that is with her basic attack, she can inflict a debuff that causes the enemy struck to lose attack speed, meaning they do less damage to Sirslet. Her active skill also inflicts the same debuff, and at max stats of the debuff, the enemy can have their attack speed cut in half. This is a crazy effect coming from a character who is only R rarity, and I almost think that this is possibly a wrong description, because both Black and Issa have a similar passive and they only have a 20% chance of inflicting the debuff with their basic attacks. Anyways, even at a 20% chance, the idea still holds. Use Maria to slow down the enemy attacks and help keep Sirslet alive. One good thing about Maria is that even though she is here as a supporting character for Sirslet, she still puts out solid DPS. So we can get double value from her being both a support and a secondary DPS for the team. Because of that, I think it is worthwhile to invest into all of her skills, starting first with her passive as the priority, followed by her basic attack, then her ultimate, and finally her active skill. As for replacements for Maria, technically, Issa and Black would provide the same type of support since they can also inflict the attack speed down debuff, but they only have a 20% chance with each basic attack, while Maria supposedly has a 100% chance. If you don't have or want to use any of them, you can try testing either a dedicated healer or a dedicated DPS in the last slot. Now finally, let me just give you some tips for the star of this troop, Sirslet. First, you want her to always be the strongest character on the team. That means the highest level and the best gear. To that end, the first free set of gear you get, the Karate set, is perfect for Sirslet. This is because the 3-piece set effect is to increase damage done by basic attacks, and at her core, Sirslet is a basic attack unit. Since after she uses her ultimate, she gets a ridiculous amount of attack speed and she can do nothing but basic attacks for the duration of her empowered state. Of course, if you can manage to get her signature equipment whirl, that would be much better. But to have a free set this good for her is just great value. And for those of you wondering why I never suggested any team members who can inflict the burn debuff, this is because I do not believe that the extra damage Sirslet gets from a burning enemy is justifiable for running a character solely to inflict burn. If I did want a burn character though, my aim would be for Eruthyll, as she is the only one who can inflict burn on her basic attack, meaning she is a good substitute for Maria. Although I still feel like Maria's attack speed debuff has a ton of value. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you liked it and would like to see more, let me know in the comments. My main game is Guardian Tales, but I have been enjoying Higan, so I wouldn't mind making more content for people if they enjoy it. Until next time, my name is Kujex and I hope you found this guide useful.
Begin!
Let's try this season. Don't be afraid!
One shot, one kill!
How does it feel to be sheltered by the